Welcome to Athens, Georgia, Sanford Stadium, home to the Georgia Bulldogs, where more than 90,000 have already started to bark loudly. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Oklahoma's offense is on the field for the first time today. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, it's Jamison. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, and Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. So Georgia's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back. And this defensive end can put him there often.
And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
Yeah, and you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires left. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
To the air, it's Jamison. The quick out. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Moving closer to the red zone. It's at the 27 on first down. He leaves it with his back. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Got it! And he won't be able to push his way in. He's stopped at the 1.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you've got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the field.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. He's looking to throw it. Grab behind the line. It's Marshall. Makes the catch and knocked down. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
The Dogs getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. We like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Quarterback adapting. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a 1st down for his team. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Marshall. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. Uga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. He'll try the left side. Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
The Bulldogs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. It's complete. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
I don't know what you want me to do. I mean, this guy is unbelievable. He's just got such elusiveness. You see him, he's getting outside the pocket. He's making you miss. And
into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Smashes it through for the PAT. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense because
he's loose down the left side. At the 20. Touchdown Sooners. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. All wideouts, no backs. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. To the air on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Going for it all. And that falls incomplete as they tried to wrap up the first quarter with a bang, but the incomplete pass takes us to the second quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Now 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Makes his connection. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it right there on that.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll toss it to the left. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. And the Dogs have taken it inside the 20. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Quickly complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Firing to the right, complete. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
What we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into the game.
And after that stop from the defense, they're still on the 2, and now it's 3rd down. Go straight ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is
all kinds of running room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Jamison. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel in the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. He'll try to do it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Shoots it to the left. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The option look. He'll pitch it. Crosses the 40. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. In their own territory, but completely undaunted as they go for it and make it on 4th down.
It's crazy. I don't even think you have a second thought anymore. Even in your own side of the field, like, what, I'm going to have bad field position? Nah, I don't really care. We're going to go for it. We're going to play the numbers. We're going to be aggressive.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. He's now over the century mark with 102 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads. Trust.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. To the air, it's Jamison. They're trying to get to it. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Sooners will call on their punt team. That defensive lineman just smelled pass on that play, and he got in the backfield and sacked the quarterback.
And that's why they get paid the big bucks. Defensive linemen, they got to play the run, be physical. But, man, when you can get a beat and understand it's going to be a pass and jump off the snap like this, make a big play, and now you put them behind the sticks, and the advantage goes big time to the defense.
Going deep, and they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling.
He's going for it all. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Georgia. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Looking for a man. It's Jamison. Throws to the wideout. And the pass hits. Picked off. Trying to take it back. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third. Afterburners coming. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He makes the catch. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Now on second down. It's a draw. Nice move to pick up yardage. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll throw it on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. He's looking to throw. Gonna take a shot. Pulls it in on the right. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the punishment has been extended. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll do it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Jamison. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Touchdown, Georgia! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about the guy who caught that and returned it for the touchdown. But how about the pressure on the quarterback? You've got to get ways to be physical with him and make him uncomfortable. Nice job hitting him as he's throwing with the football. And then, obviously, interception and 6 points.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? Got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Sooners send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Smashes through the tackle. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Comes out throwing on first down. Lets it fly. He's got it. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They're going to sit back in zone. I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Goes to the option. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts. And
touchdown, Dogs! And the stomping has commenced. On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot.
And he didn't squeeze it, it's loose. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it. 2nd down after the offense averted absolute disaster. The pull and throw off the RPO. A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
Got his man quickly. Turns it on at midfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quick.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
At the 20, he's got space. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They're going to ride this running back. Trying to run it in the red zone. He's got 4, and he's down at the 12. 2nd down coming up. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Gets it out fast. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 2nd and goal. Looking for a man. It's Jamison. He wants it all. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Washington is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the boys of a young Warren Moon, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by just 2 to Maryland. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
This guy is really unique. Top 5 in the country running the football right now, and I love the way this offense gets him involved. They're able to move him around a little bit. They change up the schemes, but the big key every week, get him the ball, let him go to work.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Oh, it's a reverse. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And wide receivers are doing this more and more in college football. You see a motion and shift all over the place. They give them the football a lot. Sometimes they use them as a decoy, but nice positive gain. But more importantly, defense understanding they're ready for it. Good stop.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
The outstanding game has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down.
Grabs it inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the beatdown has ensued. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Defense in press coverage. Looking to throw, it's Jamison. Quick strike complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. The completion short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Lofts one deep down the right side. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Getting some heat. Steps away. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. The Sooners will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They feed him again. Shows him the stiff arm. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. Give to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put...
Touchdown, Georgia! And the pummeling has started. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
They're bringing heat. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Jamison. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Trying to find his man on first down. Coming after him. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Pressure coming. Runs through the tackle. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.